Thank you for coming back to Polka Dot Mailbox, and if you're new, welcome. Today I am showing you my final product. So I started this album, my December daily, for the Christmas in July challenge. Oh, actually, see, one of my things has come off from where it belongs. Now, where do you go? We'll figure that out later. The Christmas in July, every week I worked on different stages of this album. Now, these are a couple of things that happened even before December, and this is where I started when the challenge started. So the thing that I started doing at the very beginning was creating some tags, embellishments, and cutting down the papers. So week by week, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make some embellishments. I'm going to make some tags. I'm going to cut all the papers. And that's how I started this. This was a huge project, you guys. It's August, and I'm finally getting this done. So I'm going to flip through and show you just how it all came together. So the way that I organized this, I'll show you. I'm going to just show you how I do my December daily. In December, I take pictures every day. After the day is done, what I do is I journal in my notes app on my phone. What I did this year, which was different and actually really allowed me to get this thing done, was I took an envelope for every single day. I numbered it, and actually these envelopes came from my Michael's haul. I'll link it here. These were like wedding invitation envelopes, so I didn't feel bad using them. Anyway, they were all in order when I did them. But basically, I printed out my journaling, I cut it all up. I went through every picture, matched it to the journaling, put it in an envelope. So then I had to sit down and do day number 3, and I would just take out envelope number 3. I'd have the journaling, I'd have the pictures, I had all the pre-cut backgrounds, the pre-made embellishments, and the numbers, and I just got it done. So that's my little tip for you guys if you're looking at how to get started on a December daily. I never ever do the December daily during the month of December. I always work on it after the fact. So here's a good little example of some of the events that we went to. This was a production of It's a Wonderful Life, and I've actually saved, I made this little pocket on my divider that came in this book. So I just folded back a piece of paper and I stuffed in some different things like the pamphlets and some Christmas cards that I got, and this was a tag that I got from a Christmas present. So this is all in with my December daily as something that I can keep track of. And I'm just going to give you a quick flip through. There's so much to this album. It really takes a long time. I don't just document things that are about Christmas, is why it takes so long. I document everything that happens in the month of December, and I try to tie in. So like, here's a good example of my coworkers and I brought them all reindeer donuts, and I knew that it would be a good picture. This is hilarious. Okay, my girlfriend sent me a picture. So I was in we have a local magazine called The Key, and it's how to find out what community events are happening. Well, she sent me a text saying, you're in the latest edition of The Key. So I looked through the whole thing and I couldn't find what she was talking about. It was advertising our Canada Games complex for fitness. She said, no, you're in there. I looked through the whole thing. I didn't see it. I was a full page back cover in color. That was why I couldn't find it. I was looking through all of the events on the inside of the magazine. But the funny thing that this says, get out of the cold and into a new fitness routine. And I did the opposite. So I used to go to the gym for like 15 years. I'd go to the gym like 5 times a week. But I quit my membership at the gym when I got this job, which is hilarious. If you can see, I'm like totally snow covered there. So I did the opposite. Instead of getting out of the gym get out of the cold and into a new fitness routine, I actually got into the cold for a new fitness routine because my job had me walking for work like 30,000 steps a day sometimes. So it was always a really good snapshot of what life is like. So here we've got my daughter at Girl Guides, me at work, my husband at a Christmas event, me playing volleyball, our little elves that we have right here. My daughter had to get immunized, a Christmas party for work. I created a lot of little interactive parts this time so I could tuck things in, like journaling that was too long to fit on a page, or pictures that were extra that I didn't really need to have like all on display. Like this was all the doors that were decorated. Look at how cute this is. Someone decorated the door with wrapping paper and cups. So anyway, fun things to remember, but I didn't need a whole like page devoted to that. Now I can look back. This summarizes the office sort of Christmas party that we had, and it was nice to be able to tuck those extra pictures in. This is some happy mail that I got from some of my paper crafting friends. My daughter's birthday falls in December, so we always have her birthday highlighted throughout here. And sometimes I did big pages like this, and that worked out really well. This was a really fun, like, Dirty Santa Christmas game that we played after a game of volleyball. I organize a volleyball league with another guy from in here. Where is he? There he is with the hat beside me there. We coordinate that league together, which I guess we won't be doing this year. I capture pictures of my son playing soccer when they go to the movies. My daughter played violin at school. My other daughter was baking. So it really encapsulates everything that life is like each year. So it's like, oh yeah, I remember working at that job, and some fun Christmas presents. This was a Christmas present we opened on Christmas Eve that was sent to us from my brother. So here's my brother and his family. They live on the East Coast in Halifax, and they sent us, our whole family, matching pajamas, which is amazing that you could find matching pajamas for all of us. And they had the same matching pajamas. So I absolutely love that. This is probably one of my favorite memories from Christmas this year, which is saying a lot because I really loved a lot of things. This is a fun story. This is like a little antique bear that my daughter saw at Value Village, and it was like a little beat up bear, and she wanted to rescue it. She really wanted to buy it. This was in the summer. She came home and she wrote a letter to Santa and said, I really want to rescue this bear. He needs a home. He's all beat up, and I'm afraid nobody else is going to love him, and I want to have him. So that's what she got from Santa this year. It was really fortunate that Santa was able to find that for her. So this is, our Christmas celebrations, and then some of the days after Christmas. This is the 28th, and at this point I'm really getting down to the wire. I just want to get this thing done, and I'm happy with, in the end, how it all turned out. And this was New Year's Eve. To end it all, I actually had some pictures from January, but I didn't even include them in the album because look at how thick it was. I could barely fit all of these pages in. I did have a couple of pages in, like this is November, these couple of pages here. I worked hard to fit my December daily in one album this year. Last year I used one of these albums and I had to use two. Oh, something came off of there. I wonder what was on there. I don't even remember. I'll have to look back to a picture that I took of it. Probably, it was one of these stars. That's what was on there. So you can just stick another one of those on. So thank you so much for watching. If you're thinking about doing a December daily for 2020, I highly recommend them. I've had them done for the last 6 years now, and they're really a fun thing. My kids love to look back on, and they capture Christmas and many other traditions throughout the month of December. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.